Hey, what up guys? It's me, GamerGuyTV here, and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Battlefront II. Now, one of the things that I do want to say is that if the editing is messed up at all, I officially temporarily retired my HP laptop and moved over to the Dell XPS. So that happened. So if it's a little bit rough, that's why. Also, another thing is Tuesday's video is going to be pre-recorded again. It's probably going to be pre-recorded for the next couple of weeks while I figure out what's going on with school and my workload and stuff like that. I'm recording this at 3:19 in the afternoon because of the fact that I spent the morning at home. I had a squash lesson, and then I came over to my mom's, ate lunch, and set up my binders and notebooks for school so that when school goes back tomorrow, I'm ready. So we are going to get into a co-op match while I keep talking. So one of the things that I definitely did want to talk about is sorry, lost my train of thought. One of the things that I definitely wanted to talk about was sort of, what was this summer like for me, and how is it different than the summers that other kids my age had? So I'm not gonna say my age, but I'm a teenager, and oftentimes a lot of people go to summer camps. A lot of teenagers go to summer camps because their parents want them out of the house. Oftentimes we don't have jobs. We start to get summer jobs within the next year or two. But for me, I've only done like 1 or 2 camps the past year. So for me, I've only done 1 camp the past couple years, so it wasn't that much different for me. The thing that was different was having my dad home constantly. That was the thing that was different, was having my dad home. And here's why. The reason why is normally during the summer, like take last summer for example, normally my dad's going into the office to work. This summer though, he was working from home due to COVID-19 and the pandemic, so it was a lot different of a summer in that sense. Yeah, it was a much different summer. Just due to the fact that my dad was constantly home. Like, last summer, I made 4 videos a day. I did 44 videos in the month of July. Like, you guys don't understand how many videos that is. Like, that was pretty much 4 videos a day apart from weekends. So I definitely did a lot of videos last summer. August, I traveled to Vegas. June, I traveled to New York. And this summer was very different because the only traveling that I really did was I really only went to the Outer Banks for a week with Max Dark Hunter and his family. That was really the only traveling I did. I went down to the coast for a couple of days, and I went up to a town in the state above me for a day, but that's really the only traveling that I did this summer. And normally I love to travel. I love to travel, go to different places, see new places, experience things. That's what I love doing. And I couldn't really do that this summer due to the pandemic. But the thing that really made this summer special and fun was the fact that my camp that I normally go to didn't get shut down. And also the fact that my friend was able to make it into my state from across the country. If he hadn't made it in, I probably wouldn't have had that conversation with the camp director to move groups out of my camp group, out of the camp group I was in, which was like 12 to 15, and into the CIT group, which was, 15 to 16. If he hadn't made it in from across the country, I might not have had that conversation. And if I hadn't had that conversation, I would have gone to camp for 1 week and been done. But if I since I had that conversation, I've been at that camp for 5 weeks now, and all of them have been so much fun that I've got no regrets of having that conversation. And it also gave me something to do. Also got me volunteer hours. I need like 45 by the end of the school year. And I've got like 16 done. So I honestly can't complain. I mean, I really can't. It's been a blast. I've made so many new friends, and if I hadn't had that conversation, I wouldn't have made those new friends, and I wouldn't have stepped out of my comfort zone to learn that I can work with little kids effectively. I also probably wouldn't have gotten my volunteer hours, a lot of them, in, and I probably wouldn't have been able to make a lot of the friends that I've made and had a lot of the experiences that I've had. So I've honestly got no regrets about switching into that group, and that was a majority of my summer. Summer vacation is 12 weeks long. I spent 5 at that camp. But do I have regrets? Absolutely not. It's honestly been some of the most fun experiences that I've had in a long time. I got to see friends from last year, and I got to make so many new friends that it's really, really fantastic. So I definitely don't have regrets from that. So yeah, I really, really can't complain. If COVID hadn't happened, I would have gone to Portugal, might have gone out to, would have gone out to San Francisco, would have gone back to Las Vegas, and I probably might have gone to a couple other places. But, COVID happened, and we're doing what we can, and I got to have a marvelous 1 week long Outer Banks vacation with a lot of my friends. So I couldn't ask more for that, and then I went and joined a CIT program, and here I am. It's been a great, great summer, and it doesn't feel like it's over. It really doesn't. It doesn't feel like I start school tomorrow. And I'm not getting the normal end of summer blues. And the reason I'm not getting that is because, yes, it's the end of summer vacation, but at the same time, it's virtual school. I'm still going to be home the exact same amount. I will just have a lot more schoolwork to do. I'll have a lot more schoolwork to do. And yeah, I'll just have a lot more schoolwork to do. I'll have stuff to do during the day. I intend to keep making the exact same amount of content for you guys. Believe me, I love it. Tuesday videos are going to be pre-recorded for a while until I can figure out sort of what I'm doing for school. They talked about having us do a hybrid 5-3-2 format. So what on earth does that mean, you ask? We're talking about having... I really need to die in the game, like, right now. Shoot at me. Kill me. Do it. Why would you help them? The only reason I'm trying to die as hard as I'm trying is we're on level 70 in-game. Oh my gosh. Somebody, kill me. Please. Do it. End me. No! Why is it that when I need to die, I can't? Do it. Thank you. We are at level 70, and when we hit level 71, we prestige the character. So, what I'm doing is I am taking a picture of our star card layout so that I know exactly what I need to do once we prestige. Because when we prestige, all of our star cards reset. So we go back to not having all purples. I'd imagine it's probably level like 140 when we actually get all of the normal star cards back again. Oh, where was I? Right. Not getting the end of summer blues, as I like to call it. I know that I'm gonna be at home just the same amount. I'll just have stuff to do. And hybrid. Right, that's where I was. So the school that I go to is all 3 levels on the same campus. So you've got the elementary school, you've got the middle school, and then you've got the high school. The 5-3-2 model is talking about having elementary in 5 days a week, because they're the younger ones, they're the ones that need the most help focusing and stuff like that. They're also the ones that annoy the parents the most. I hate to say it, but it's true. So they were talking about having them in for 5 days a week, middle school in for 3 days a week, because some of the middle school is coming from the lower school and isn't really that responsible and still needs a fair amount of help focusing and stuff like that. And then having the high school in 2 days a week, because we are the most independent of them all. And we can easily deal with technology and the environment of virtual school much better than middle schoolers can. No offense to middle schoolers. It's just the truth. 71, we prestiged. Let's go. Wait, do our star cards not reset? Or maybe they reset after the match. Yeah, I think they reset after the match. But, you know, once we figure out what stuff is going to be like with that and stuff like that, then we'll figure out what it's going to be like for me at home and to be able to record videos for you guys and get the normal 4 videos a week up. One of the things that I also want to ask you guys is please work with me. Just acknowledge that I'm starting a new level of school in a virtual environment, and stuff might need to change. It's definitely going to need to change once school goes back 5 days a week in person. But until then, please just work with me. If I need to change the videos, if I need to change the schedule to 2 days a week again, please just acknowledge that I love making content for you guys, and it's a ton of fun. But I also just need to focus on school, and even if we're all virtual and I can't focus on school because I've got to record a video, then things will change. And I'm going to hold true to that for as long as I can. Once again, I love making content for you guys, and I want to be able to balance Frisbee and Squash and YouTube all at once. But that's just it's kind of hard to do. I'm not gonna lie, it's fairly hard to do. So I'm gonna work with it, and I'm gonna do what I can, and just please, guys, work with me. Again, I love making content for you guys. It's one of the most fun things that I do. But just know that I've got school, and I need to focus on school because it's going to get me farther in life than YouTube will. I think all of us creators, unless you're somebody like Dude Perfect or PewDiePie or one of them who makes an insane amount of money each year, I think we all know that. And I think we all just acknowledge that we're gonna need we're gonna need time to be able to focus on school and do work, and in a couple years I'll have a job, and I'll need to focus on that. Once again, guys, just work with me. Just know that I really do enjoy making content for you guys, and it's one of the most fun things that I do, and I really want to continue getting as many videos up a week as I can for you guys. But, you know, sometimes things happen, and I might need to change the schedule temporarily to focus on school, stuff like that. So just please acknowledge that, and acknowledge that I really enjoy making content. Again, I know I've said it so many times, but it really is one of the most fun things that I do. And I love doing it. And I really hope that I can continue doing it even throughout high school and throughout college. For all I know, YouTube may not be around then. I might have to move to the new platform. You know, the bright new platform. Whatever the heck that is at the time. But just know that I really enjoy doing YouTube and really love doing it. And it's helped me grow in ways that I wouldn't expect. I really wouldn't. Like, I really wouldn't have expected that my 8th grade oratory would be much better because it's virtual, and that I talk into effectively a camera. I talk into a mic, but I effectively talk into a camera all the time to make content for you guys, and who knew that it would help me for my 8th grade oratory? Who knew that it would help me have one of the best oratories that I've done so far? You know, I didn't know that that would happen from creating a YouTube channel. I also didn't know that quarantine would get me to the 66 subscribers that I'm at currently, and counting. Like, I really didn't know that. So, now I know. You know, now I know. Now I know that creating a YouTube channel and doing all of the content creating and stuff that I've done actually helped me become a better public speaker. And I've also noticed that I've now got more emotion in my voice. You know, I used to have a lot of dead spots. And... oh. You just prestige it. The cards don't go away. That is good to know. I've got a feeling they're supposed to go away. So I'm going to end the video and then relaunch and see if they go away. And if they don't, that's fantastic. But if they do, oh well. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me ramble on, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.